Ready to dive deep into AI. Today we're looking at Trevor Darrell, a major figure in AI, particularly in computer vision.
Oh, absolutely.
We're going to use AIVIPs.org to really get into his work.
Sounds good.
Imagine machines that see and understand, like we do. That's the world Darrell's building.
It's not just seeing, though, is it? It's understanding what you see and using that information.
Right.
Darrell bridges the gap between capturing visual data and using it to decide things.
Okay, let's rewind. Where did it all start for Darrell?
Well, like many innovators, early curiosity, he was captivated by tech and problem solving.
Yeah.
Math and computation, that's the groundwork for his AI journey. But he didn't jump right into AI.
So, specific path to get to where he is. Tell me more.
Definitely. He did engineering and computer science.
Okay.
And during grad school, focused on machine learning and computer vision.
Uh-huh.
These were still new back then. Darrell was thinking ahead, seeing the potential to change how machines see the world.
So not afraid to explore the unknown.
Hey.
So how'd those interests play out in his early work? What was innovative?
Developing algorithms for computers to understand visual information. This was cutting edge at the time. It laid the foundation for AI that can recognize objects, analyze scenes, and even predict things based on what they see.
Wow.
Yeah.
A lot of this happened at UC Berkeley, right? What was his role there?
UC Berkeley was pivotal. He became a professor there and helped create the Berkeley Artificial Intelligence Research Lab, BAIR.
I've heard a lot about BAIR. What makes it special? Just computer scientists together or something more?
That's where Darrell's leadership shines. He made BAIR collaborative, bringing in experts from many fields, not just computer science.
Interesting.
Neuroscientists, roboticists, linguists, a real mix. This approach has been key because AI isn't just algorithms.
Right.
It's about understanding intelligence, how humans interact with the world, and creating tech that helps us.
So BAIR was the perfect place for Darrell to thrive.
Absolutely. And this collaborative approach is seen in his work, especially in computer vision. You could say he transformed how machines see and understand visual info.
Let's dig into that. How exactly did Darrell change how machines see?
Think about object detection. Before Darrell, computers struggled to identify objects and images.
Okay.
But he developed algorithms that not only recognize objects,
Yeah.
but also understand their relationships to each other and their context.
So not just seeing a car, but knowing if it's parked, moving, about to turn.
Exactly, and he didn't stop there. He tackled processing the ever-growing volume of visual data.
Right, so much data.
Yeah, he helped develop algorithms to handle tons of images and videos.
Makes sense, we generate so much visual content.
Crucial in today's world.
Feels like he saw the data explosion coming. Now we can't talk about Darrell without deep learning, can we? He's a pioneer.
He's made big contributions, particularly in convolutional neural networks, CNNs.
Okay.
Think of them as specialized neural networks great at processing images. They mimic how our visual cortex works, and they've been super successful in things like image recognition and object detection.
Okay, I'm getting a picture of how it all fits. But can you break down CNNs a bit more? How do they work? Why so good at image recognition?
Imagine a cat picture. A CNN breaks it into smaller pieces like edges, textures, and patterns.
Okay.
It analyzes those pieces and learns what makes a cat a cat.
Interesting.
Like teaching a child letters before words.
Right.
CNNs have revolutionized image recognition, making it more accurate and faster.
So not just matching pixels, actually understanding features.
That's it.
Fascinating.
And Darrell's work goes beyond just identifying objects. He contributed to domain adaptation and transfer learning. AI models can adapt to new situations without retraining from scratch.
So AI can learn from experience and apply it to new situations. How?
Think of learning to ride a bike.
Okay.
Master the basics and you can adapt to different bikes and terrains.
I see.
Transfer learning, leveraging existing knowledge for faster new learning.
Makes sense.
Darrell's work here has been really impactful.
Okay, we've covered a lot. Darrell's fascination with tech, his computer vision work, and his deep learning contributions. But what's the real-world impact? How does his research affect us?
That's where it gets exciting. Darrell's work isn't just in papers and labs.
Yeah, I'd hope not.
It's used in many fields. Self-driving cars, robotics, healthcare, augmented reality, even environmental monitoring. His research shapes the tech we use every day.
Give me some real-world examples. How's Darrell's work used in these fields? I'm particularly interested in self-driving cars. How is his research contributing?
Let's start with autonomous vehicles. His computer vision algorithms are key for self-driving cars to see and navigate safely.
Okay.
They help these cars understand the road spot obstacles and make decisions instantly.
So not just following a route, actually understanding and reacting to the environment.
Precisely. And in robotics, his work on scene understanding is leading to robots that can do complex tasks in changing environments.
So they can perceive and interact in a sophisticated way.
Yes, making them more versatile.
What about healthcare? AI is changing things there. How's Darrell's work improving healthcare?
His models analyze medical images, which could revolutionize disease detection.
Wow.
Imagine AI spotting tiny abnormalities in X-rays or scans that humans might miss.
Incredible. That would change how we diagnose and treat diseases. What about augmented reality, another hot area for AI? Where does Darrell's research fit in?
His computer vision work is creating more immersive and realistic AR experiences.
Okay.
Think of digital information on the real world, like interactive games, educational tools, even training for surgeons or pilots.
Not just funny filters on our faces, but AR to enhance learning, training, and work.
Exactly. And there's more. Darrell's work is also used in environmental monitoring, tracking deforestation and climate change, and in security, improving surveillance for safety.
Wow, it sounds like his work affects almost everything. What's striking is he's not just developing tech, he's also thinking about the ethics of AI. He's big on human-centered AI. What does that mean?
It's ensuring AI helps humans, not the other way around. He focuses on making AI accessible and intuitive for everyone, even people with disabilities. He's also vocal about data privacy and algorithmic bias, making sure AI systems are fair, transparent, and accountable.
So we've talked about Darrell's work and its impact, but there's more to explore. I'm intrigued by human-centered AI and how it shapes his research. Tell me more.
Of course, that's a perfect transition to the next part of our deep dive. We'll explore Darrell's work on multimodal learning explainable AI and his vision for AI's future, one where tech helps us responsibly and ethically. So picking up where we left off, let's look at Darrell's commitment to human-centered AI. One area where this is clear is his work on multimodal learning.
You mentioned multimodal learning before. Refresh my memory. Why is it so important for human-centered AI?
Of course, multimodal learning is teaching AI to process info from many sources like vision, audio, and text.
Yeah.
Think how we experience the world. We don't use just one sense. We use sight, sound, touch, smell. It's multisensory.
Right.
Multimodal learning aims to give AI that same ability to understand the world in a richer way.
So AI systems that are more intuitive, more like how we interact with the world.
Exactly. For example, a self-driving car that not only sees but hears sirens or reads signs and signals.
That makes sense.
Or a virtual assistant that understands your emotions from your voice and face, responding more empathetically.
Wow, that's interesting.
These are just a few examples of how multimodal learning makes AI more human-centered.
Exciting possibilities. You also mentioned explainable AI key for human-centered AI. What does that mean and why is it so important?
Explainable AI is understanding how AI makes decisions.
Okay.
It's making the AI black box transparent so we can trust its judgments.
Right.
As AI gets more powerful and integrated, we need to understand its reasoning, especially in important areas like healthcare finance or self-driving.
Like you wouldn't want a medical AI suggesting treatment without knowing why, or a car making a sudden move.
Exactly. Explainable AI makes AI accountable and keep humans in control.
I see.
Darrell supports explainable AI because transparency builds trust and promotes responsible AI development.
So building AI that's not just smart, but understandable, trustworthy, collaborative.
Yes, and his vision goes beyond the tech. He cares about AI's impact on society, making sure it benefits everyone.
Important point. What challenges and opportunities does Darrell see as we move towards a future with AI? How can we use AI for good and avoid creating new problems?
Darrell believes in AI's potential. He sees it as a tool to address big challenges like climate change, healthcare education, and poverty.
It could be a powerful tool.
But he knows AI is a double-edged sword. It can be misused or have unintended consequences.
Like any powerful technology, I guess.
Exactly. That's why he emphasizes ethics in AI development. We need to proactively address algorithmic bias, data privacy, and job displacement due to automation.
All important issues. What steps does Darrell suggest to address these risks and ensure responsible and ethical AI?
He suggests a multi-pronged approach. One is diversity in AI.
Okay.
More diverse perspectives in AI development will help reduce bias and make systems that serve everyone.
So it's not just the algorithms, but who's making them and their values.
Exactly. Darrell also highlights transparency and accountability in AI development.
Makes sense.
We need ways to audit AI systems, understand their decisions, and fix any unintended consequences.
Like checks and balances to align AI with our values.
Right. Another key part of Darrell's vision is education. We all need a basic understanding of AI, what it can and can't do.
That makes sense.
This empowers people to discuss how AI is shaping our world and make informed choices about using it.
The more we know about AI, the better we can navigate the changes.
Right. And Darrell is actively involved in creating educational materials to teach AI basics to everyone.
Wow, that's great.
He believes this is crucial for the next generation of AI experts.
Inspiring to see someone leading AI research and also educating others.
He's a true leader both in his technical work and his commitment to AI for good.
We've talked about Darrell's computer vision work and his vision for human-centered AI. What specific projects or initiatives is he working on now? What excites him in AI research?
Always pushing boundaries, right? One area he's passionate about is AI and robotics.
Interesting.
He believes robots can improve our lives in many ways, from chores and companionship to dangerous jobs and complex surgeries.
I can see the potential, but also the challenges in making robots that interact safely, reliably, and intuitively.
Absolutely. And that's where Darrell's expertise in computer vision, machine learning, and human-computer interaction is applied.
Right.
He's making algorithms that help robots perceive better, decide better, and interact with us more naturally.
So robots that are not just intelligent, but adaptable, collaborative, and maybe even a little human-like.
That's the goal. And it's not just about better robots. It's about AI enhancing our abilities and creating a world where tech helps us reach our potential.
So AI working with us, not replacing us.
Exactly. That's what makes his work so compelling. It's using AI to solve problems, improve lives, and create a future where everyone can thrive.
We've discussed AI's past, present, and future through Darrell's work. Anything else about his work that's noteworthy or inspiring?
One thing that stands out is his ability to connect academia and industry. He's not just a researcher, but also a successful entrepreneur and advisor to top tech companies.
How does he manage both worlds so well?
He's passionate about turning research into real-world applications. He understands it takes more than just ideas. It takes collaboration, communication, and understanding the needs of both academia and industry.
So comfortable in both research and business.
He is, and that's why his work has been so impactful.
Okay.
He bridges theoretical research and practical applications, so his innovations end up in products that make a difference.
So his ideas don't just stay in papers, they actually impact the world.
Exactly. It shows his vision, leadership, and commitment to AI for good.
Well, we've covered a lot today exploring Trevor Darrell's life, work, and vision.
Yeah.
He's a true AI pioneer. His computer vision work, his push for human-centered AI, and his efforts to connect academia and industry are truly inspiring. As we wrap up this deep dive, what's the key takeaway for our listeners?
The key takeaway, I think, is that AI isn't some, far-off thing of the future. It's here, it's now, it's already changing our world, and Trevor Darrell's work really shows that from driving to healthcare, AI is affecting our lives, and as AI keeps developing, we need people like Darrell leading the way, making sure it helps everyone.
Totally agree. He shows that AI isn't just about algorithms and data, it's about us and the future we make together.
And that future is full of challenges and opportunities.
Right.
We've talked about AI's risks like bias and job losses, but we've also seen its potential to solve problems, improve lives, and make us even better.
Like we're at a crossroads. We can shape AI's future, but we have to pick the right path. What can we do as individuals to make sure AI is used for good?
First, we need to learn about AI.
Okay.
The more we know, the better we can decide how it's developed and used.
Right.
We also need open conversations about the ethics of AI and hold those developing and using it accountable.
So we all need to take an active role, not just the experts.
Absolutely, and that includes supporting groups working on responsible AI and making good choices as consumers. The things we buy, the data we share, how we interact with AI, all shapes its future.
So we're not just watching this happen, we're actually part of it.
Exactly, and I think that's Darrell's main point.
Yeah.
AI is a tool, and like any tool, it can be used for good or bad.
Right.
We decide how to use it and make sure it creates a good future for everyone.
Well, I'm really inspired by learning about Trevor Darrell. He's given me a lot to think about. I hope our listeners feel the same. If you want to learn more about Darrell's work in AI, check out aivips.org.
Yeah, it's a great resource.
They have tons of information on his research, his impact, and his vision for AI.
The future of AI is being shaped right now, and we can all help make it a future we're proud of.
That's a perfect way to end this. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into Trevor Darrell. Until next time, keep exploring, Keep learning and keep asking the big questions.